Good Monday morning. It's meteorologist Erica Martin with Weather Co-op, where weather meets community. Guys, I'm 100% today feeling so much better, and I certainly hope you're having a great start to your Monday. Conditions for today are really intriguing across the nation. There's a lot of weather happening, so we're going to go over it in a couple of bite-sized segments over the next couple of hours. So this first hit is going to be brought to you by Riverflow Inc. We're really excited to partner with them because they're all about distressed assets. And in this day and age, when we're dealing with all of these natural disasters, it seems like a kind of perfect mate, right? Okay. So I want to start off with our future cast. By the way, I hope everybody had a great weekend and I hope everybody's having a great start to their work week. Okay. Let's get started with our future cast. So we're going to go through our future cast hour by hour for the next 100, probably 120 hours. And then we're going to go back into what's happening right now. I want to just show you what's happening over the next couple of days so you guys can prepare, especially as you head to the ballots. And all in all, you can prepare for the rest of your week, right? So we can see here, storm system that's migrating towards the middle of the country. We have a really strong cold front associated with this. There's actually going to be a punch of cold air right behind that, which is why I do think we're going to see some really strong storms this afternoon up and along the Mississippi River Valley. And I do think that some of these storms could go tornadic. So we're going to have to track this very closely. Additionally, if you look in the Gulf, right, you're already seeing how there's hints at what's happening with Tropical Cyclone 18, right? That's expected to become Rafael. And Raphael will intensify to become eventually a hurricane category 1, but I just don't think it'll maintain the strength and really the definition. And I just don't see that happening when it makes landfall. It will make landfall, but will it make landfall as a tropical storm, post-tropical? We'll have to watch it very closely. Nonetheless, it's still more active weather moving through the Gulf, right? And no surprise there. The Gulf is just very warm right now. And that's just been the case. And I just don't see that changing in the near term at all. So location right now is 15.2 degrees north, 76.9 degrees west, max sustained wind speeds at 35 miles per hour, northerly at 9 miles per hour. We've been seeing that's kind of been like the standard, right? Not super fast. So 9 miles per hour, and current pressure, central pressure is 1003 millibars. So it's not necessarily the strongest system, but again, it's got a lot of water to go over. And again, it looks like it's going to intensify to a category 1. We've got to track it very closely. I'm just happy that here at Weather Co-op, we did track that. We were talking about November 7th, 8th as a time of investigation. And it looks like that's about that time. We're going to keep going there through Wednesday and Thursday. Let's zoom in a little bit closer so we can see the potential for landfall. Am I confident with this model? Yeah, I am, only because it hasn't I have a series of models in the way I stack them and how I pretty much work with my algorithm, which is what we do at Weather Co-op. We not only provide super accurate weather forecasts, we also provide super accurate algorithms. And in this case, I just see this being the landfall. And again, is it going to be a hurricane? Not possibly not. But it's still something we'll have to watch, especially because this is, if we're looking, for example, if we are looking at an area like that Arklatex region, we know that it's below sea level. And so it's something that we want to keep an eye out for no matter what. It could be, right? Even if it's like post tropical, even if it's just all messy and not very organized and rather weak, we still have to keep an eye on it. Okay. And this is through Thursday, 11 a.m. Look at the active weather moving through portions of the southeast. Okay. So this is, and then there's another storm system that's moving on in, as you can see here. Let me go back a little bit. Do you see how this system is starting to be introduced to the Pacific Northwest? Right? We talked about that a couple weeks ago. This is just the flow we're going to start to see. And in just one moment, I'll show you what's happening at the different levels of the atmosphere. I think you guys always love seeing that because you like to know where the weather is coming from. Why is it happening? What's going on? Erica, talk to us. And you know I can talk, so don't worry, I got you covered there. All right. So I want to know how you all feel after. I know we have tornado watches. We got to get to that too. I want to know how you all feel after this PST situation here, standard time. I was just bummed about last night walking my dog and it felt like it was midnight. Apart from that, doesn't bother me either way. It's just like I was just like, this sunset can't be at 4:59 p.m. And I saw the funniest thing. Now that you guys know I'm on TikTok, right? So don't forget, talk weather to me. It's so funny. It's the Weather Co-op's like spoof on weather. And this is where we do kind of a combination. And I got to give shout out to people on TikTok. You guys really watch those long form videos. Thank you so much. But it's really funny because I saw this guy walking to his car and he's like, yeah, I'll see you there at 5. And as he's like walking, all of a sudden the sun sets and it's like dark. That's how I felt yesterday. Okay, let's get to the next product here. All right, tornado watches, as we talked about, and that's going to be the story for today. I think some of these will be rather strong. We have reports. In fact, let's look at our local storm reports over the past 24 hours, and let's see what we have that has been reported. I'm going to do 24 hours. We already see here that we had one tornado that was or funnel cloud that was reported as a tornado, and this is a train spotter. We still have to get final confirmation from the National Weather Service. Spotter reported tornado moving across State Highway 3 west of Tupelo. So this is Cole County, Oklahoma. This was reported yesterday. I don't know who the Skywarn storm spotter was, but still it's good to know that that's under investigation. But you can see here all of the storms, all the damage, all of the hail, all of the flooding that's occurred over the past 24 hours. When we go back and just pull it, just 3 hours, all right? I just want to see a couple hours. Let's go to 3 hours. We're seeing mainly flooding, heavy rain, and some hail, right? But we are looking at the potential for some really strong tornadoes to impact portions of the Midwest today. I think that's going to be a big problem, and that really concerns me. It's already pretty active right now for this time of day. And remember, this is facing central time because the angle of the map, the view I have of the map, this is central time. I'm on Pacific time, right? So you guys know this, but this is what we're going to track. And let me do a couple of updates. I'm going to have to hop off in just a few minutes. We have a company meeting in just a few minutes, but definitely I'll be back right after that company meeting and I'll tell everybody you said hi and they said hi. All right. Tornado watch. So pretty much all of eastern Oklahoma. Okay. So and this is going to extend itself and expand eastward. Okay. So I just want you all to be very aware of what today brings. Okay. Missouri, I'm very concerned about the weather for you today. Arkansas as well. But right now we're seeing that tornado watch issued for parts of Dallas and parts of Oklahoma. And we see here exactly what's happening where we have this, including 25 counties. So in effect, for until 6 p.m. today, CST, National Weather Service has issued tornado watch 704. Okay. So this is going to be designated to that region, to that area, to that entire DMA. Now we're seeing that tornado watch also. Now you are also seeing for parts of New Mexico. New Mexico, you guys have been pretty active the past couple of days. Shout out to New Mexico. You guys have had that tornado watch over the weekend, couple tornado watches, and now you're seeing a freeze warning as that cold air filters in. You're seeing reports here of snow. So I am liking this. Snow all over the place. My favorite 4-letter word: snow, snow, and more snow. And we're not, done. We're just kicking things up here in the winter season. Idaho also has some winter weather advisories. We're loving Montana. I'm jealous. Wish I was there. We have Oregon, Washington State getting some active weather. And as we saw here yesterday in Southern California, whew, it was windy. Somebody turned on that Beyonce fan and it was pretty fierce around here. So we're still watching that fire weather concern issued by the National Weather Service, wind advisories, and wind watches. I do think that this is going to be a problem for today. So just be mindful of that. But tornado watches, that's the big story right now. And this looks like a tornado warning. So let's go ahead and zoom in. Yep, tornado warning. Okay. So I want to quickly show you something else. Actually, before I hop off, guys, let me see if I might be able to do this. Yep, I might be able to do this. Hang tight. Okay, I'm going to turn off my satellite. I'm going to turn off my radar. I'm going to turn on my sweeping radar. If I can pull up my sweeping radar fast enough in the next couple of minutes, we're in business. And if I can't, we're not in business. I'll show you in just a few minutes once I hop off. Okay. Let me find you know what? Let me just get a good one. Thank you guys for waiting. I want to know how everybody had, if everybody had a great weekend, how everybody did this weekend. What did you guys do this weekend? Enid. Let's go with Enid. I don't know if that's good enough, but we'll add Enid. Okay. Let's see what Enid gives us. Oklahoma. Let's just go with Enid. Let's see. Enid, let's turn her on. Enid, what are you doing? Let's see. Enid, Oklahoma. Let's look at that sweeping radar. Nope, it's not popping up. It's okay. Let me just give it like another minute and then I've got to hop off, like I told you guys. But I didn't want to leave you guys without an update, especially seeing that we had these tornado watches and warnings issued. And we just have to make sure that we are tracking these very closely. Okay. We're seeing severe thunderstorm warnings issued as well. Lots of flood watches, lots of flood alerts. So please be advised. All right, guys. So let me put my other radar back on. And I believe this radar is it's an HD North American 5-type precip mosaic at 1 kilometer. I oftentimes like to let you know what the product is that we're using around here. Like, it's all about transparency. You want the best, most accurate forecast, you keep it right here with Weather Co-op, or Weather Meets Community. I'm certified broadcast meteorologist Erica Martin, Skywarn storm spotter with over 185,000 miles under my belt, tornado chasing. I've also, intercepted several hurricanes, and I'm the only CBM Met to have done so on both coasts, West and East Coast. And I am also a Weather Ready and Nation ambassador. And I do like to showcase that, especially as a woman who's Latina. I like to share that with you guys. That guys, it's a new day and age. I'm really excited. So I look forward to seeing you guys in just a little bit. I am going to go join my teammates for a team call. I'll let them know you all said hi. Bye, guys.